What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We're about to start this show. Give us a few seconds here as I get everything in order. We're going to talk about the massive meltdown from the Snyderverse cult, fanboys, whatever you crybabies, whatever you want to call them. We're going to talk about the meltdown that James Gunn and Zack Snyder broke the internet. And you heard millions of voices crying and then silence, as Obi-Wan once said. I know I got that quote completely wrong. Sue me. Yes, we got the iced coffee ready. The iced coffee is ready, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about the massive drop-off of Captain America Brave New World. And I'm just stalling time until Danny gets here. Let's start the show, ladies and gentlemen. And the countdown begins. I did not like the music for that new countdown.
I was about to say, what was that Zen stuff that we got going on?
I was like, it was like an 80s sitcom.
Like a doctor's office or something like that.
Yeah. I hope there's a way to change it back. That was awful, man. I don't see an option to change it. Crap, man. Why can't he just leave well enough alone?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Oh, man. So yeah, quite a bit of stuff to get to this week. I got it fired up here on the other screen. I'm gonna try to save the Captain America stuff until Danny gets here. That way we can do a 3-on-1 beatdown on Gaskar. Yeah, bro, you guys had. I only got to listen to a little bit of the show Wednesday because I was just mad busy at work. But bro, you guys had me laugh. That part where Danny was like, "I'm so happy I'm on the right side of wrong." Like it was great. And then like people in the chat were like going up against Gaskar. Brooklyn was like, "You're wrong, Gaskar," and all this.
It's good.
I
respect everybody's opinion, but it's all good.
It was. I did sign up for YouTube Premium, so I'll be able to listen to the show while I work.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because you can put it in the background and listen to it.
I got premium. I got tired of all the. The ad breaks got so fast. Like it was like 10 seconds ad break. I was like, let me just pay for it.
Yeah, some of those ads are like 2 minutes long now.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
And my wife was like, as much as you watch YouTube, you think you would have it. So they're doing like a special for like 2 months free. So the first payment's not until April. So I was like, well, this is good, man, because that way I can listen to the show like a podcast on Wednesdays and I won't miss anything. So but yeah. What'd you think of the Gorge?
I loved it.
Hands down.
I was talking to Gaskar before you came in. I was like, man, it feels like an old school simplistic movie.
It's 2 movies in one if you think about it.
It's like 3 movies in one.
Because the first half, I never thought they would actually go in the Gorge.
Yeah.
And then it just completely changes the whole
atmosphere.
I got Last of Us vibes. I got
I thought it was like I got Stranger Things vibes. Yeah, I'm like, did they go in the upside down? What the hell's going on?
Yeah. But the effects were great. I don't know about you guys. I watched it on my 4K and it was like amazing. Like I thought you'll see like weirdness, with the whole that it was semi dark, but then I'm like, it started getting like a yellowish tone.
Yeah, there was like yellow. They walked around a tree and everything was purple, and I'm like, dude, this is, and then when I saw like the church, I was like, this is like the upside down from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And then when you start like getting down to like what was actually the cause, my only complaint is that gorge was. There's no way all that shit fit in that gorge. That was way too big down there.
Yeah.
When you look at it from on top.
Exactly. It's like that was only a certain section that they were covering, right? and the rest further down.
Like, why did things go down further and come up? Like, I didn't understand that part of it. Like, you have these weird outposts right across from each other, but you don't really have.
Yeah, that's my only real gripe. I was like,
I can nitpick all like that kind of stuff, but I thought the movie was good. I thought the love story in it was good.
Yep.
So
she was great in that movie.
Yeah, both of them are phenomenal actors, man. And I really like the movie.
I'm glad you got Apple Plus because they have some really good shows on there.
Yeah, I was watching mostly because me and my wife, we were just having a weekend of binging and stuff, and we watched the movie Ghosted today with Chris Evans.
I haven't watched that one yet.
I highly recommend it. There's a lot of cameos, and like I was telling Gaskar, there's one part where that movie is more Captain America than Captain America 4. And that's not a diss on Captain America 4. You have to see it because I don't want to spoil it for you because it gets like MCU-y like up there, but it's really good too. It's another one like The Gorge. It's like a action spy romance sort of thing, but more comedy than anything. Yeah, I highly recommend it.
I recommend what was it? For All Mankind.
I plan on getting that.
That's a good watch. It's 4 seasons. It's a very good watch.
I want to know what he thinks about that series.
Yeah, that's a very good series.
Right now I'm trying to catch up on my movies. I have an app called Just Watch, and you can go through and find out what every movie is on what streaming service. So
what's it called? Just Watch?
Yeah, Just Watch. Poe recommended it for me. And
I haven't seen that in forever. Canadian.
Delicious.
And you can go through there, and whatever movie you're looking for, it'll tell you which streaming service it's on, where you can rent it, and you can make a watch list. You can mark it off as seen.
Check it off, you go. Nice.
Yeah, and so we watched The Gorge. What's that, Gaskar?
You can also rank the movies too. How much? You like them?
I don't know if you can rank them. You might be able to. I didn't get that deep into it.
Okay.
I watched The Gorge last night. That was really good.
We all
really
good. So thumbs up.
Dude, I've been listening to the soundtrack while I'm setting up the live stream. The "Spitting Off the Edge of the World" song that they played in the middle of it. And you just read in the comments of that song, like how many people are listening to this after The Gorge, and people are just like raving about it. And dude, why wasn't that in theaters? Like, I would have went and saw that.
I would have went and saw that too.
That would have gotten better word of mouth than
I went back. I watched the Will Smith one. Was it Emancipation movie?
Yeah,
that was really good.
I heard that's Chris Rock's favorite movie.
Yeah, he did win the Oscar. That was he won the Oscar for, right?
No, he won the Oscar for
wasn't it for that?
King Richard.
No,
King Richard.
Yeah, but Chris Rock made the joke. He wanted to see Will Smith get like whooped and stuff after what. But I recommend Ghosted, man. I'm telling you,
I'll watch that one next.
It's pretty funny, and Chris Evans and like Anna Diarmaris.
I tried watching
everything.
I watched the first season of Invasion. I don't know.
Invasion?
Yeah, some characters in that one kind of put a bad taste in my mouth, so I haven't gotten around season 2. If y'all watch it, let me know y'all thought of season 1. So,
I didn't mind it.
The kids in that one.
The bus.
No, not the bus kids. The lady and her husband's 2 little kids.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
They got on my nerves. And I don't. Yeah, the whole Lord of the Flies thing with the kids.
I'm not gonna say anything because season 2. Yeah,
bro, we got 40 people watching, and we don't even have double-digit likes yet. What the hell? Hit the likes, people. We only got 9 likes. What's going on with that, man? Yeah, I'm gonna hit a bunch of the shows on there once I catch up on my movies. I watched. Me and my wife were doing like a thing where you pick a movie, I pick a movie. You pick a movie, I pick a movie. So she wanted to watch The Crow, and like I was telling Gaskar, I never seen the original. So I have nothing to compare it to. So I heard all these bad things. I'm like, well, maybe that's just people that are fans of the original. Bro, 10 minutes in, I wanted to like shoot myself or something. It was bad. Like laughably bad. Like the dialogue didn't make sense. I was like, what's going on? And it got so bad, even she's like, turn it off. And I was like, no, I paid to watch this. I'm going to finish it. But then I rented a movie today that I ended up shutting it off. And it was called Love Me with Kristen Stewart and Steven Yeun. And I got like halfway through and I'm just like, this movie's not vibing with me, man. And I'm just like, and then so I might start Nosferatu because it's on Peacock right now.
I heard that's amazing.
I gotta get Peacock when season 2 of Twisted Metal comes out.
Yes,
because that's
the first Crow was like a cult classic.
Yeah,
I think the bad guy was really good in that one. He made it. Mm-hmm. I think if he would have been there, it would not have been as good.
See, I haven't watched the original since I was a kid, so I don't even know.
The Crow was so bad it makes Madam Web look like an Oscar contender.
No way,
dude! I'm not even joking. That's not even hyperbole.
I refused to watch it when it came out. When I was like reading what it's going to be about, the casting and all that, I was like,
you'll be better.
The guy who played it, right? The guy who played it,
Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah,
he's phenomenal. Well, not in the movie, he's not phenomenal, but he's a phenomenal actor.
Yeah,
but no one was good in that movie. Nobody. It was bad. Skarsgård, you want to do the super chat? You want me to read them?
Oh, I can do it. Fast Eddie comes in with $5. Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man was fire, and Invisible 3 is really good so far.
Thank you, Fast Eddie. I am not watching Spider-Man.
It's good. I'm enjoying it. I'm almost caught up all the way. I didn't get a chance to watch it today like I wanted to.
Don't discuss it, because if we discuss it, then we'll ruin it for somebody 2 years down the road. So do not discuss it.
I don't like the art style, man.
I get past it.
Yeah. I don't mind art style. I used to watch Archer, so it kind of reminds me of watching Archer.
I never could watch that because of that.
I like Archer.
But I did see a screenshot of Doc Ock, and I was like, bro, that looks like the comic book. Mm-hmm. But then I'm like, man, what did they do to my boy Harry? And I don't even care if they made him black, but why they had to make him look like that, though? I'm like, Jesus, man. They had to give him the man bun and everything.
He wasn't even a factor in this. The dad. Yeah, and then, I think next season Tombstone gonna be a big factor.
I have a guy at work I work with, and man, he would not shut up about it all night. And I was like already not feeling good, and then he just kept talking about it. I'm just like, bro, shut up, please. Invincible, I haven't started season 3 yet.
It's so good. And they're digging deep into Oliver now. So
yeah, dude, I love Oliver, man.
Yeah.
I love Oliver.
He's got the blue and black suit now. So
yeah, almost up to the conquest stuff. Is that geek guy in the thumbnail? Yes, it is, bro. Yes, it is, Ralph, because we know he's one of the ones that had that meltdown the other day.
Mason Clark comes in for $4.99. When I saw the photo of Gunn and Snyder, I smiled like a Cheshire cat. That said, could we see Snyder work with Gunn in the future? Have him direct a film?
Me personally, I didn't know this was a big deal going around until I saw everybody having a meltdown over it.
I know, on X,
yeah. I think this doesn't have any meaning. However, I do think there's a possibility it could have meaning later on. I think these were just two guys that were friends and said, hey, you want to see a bunch of losers lose their mind on the internet? Let's take a picture. Because we seen it in the wrestling world. In the wrestling world, I remember last year, Drew McIntyre, who had beef with CM Punk, saw Jack Perry at the airport and they're like, hey, let's blow up the internet. And they took a picture together. I think this is sort of like James Gunn was like, hey, let's fuck with these idiots.
I think the Snyder fans have made this fan fiction that they hate each other.
Yeah,
in their minds. Like they've worked together in their past, they're friends. And I've seen people talking about the fans talking about, oh, that means he's gonna bring back the Snyderverse inside a new DC. I'm like, dude, let it go, y'all. He's not doing that.
It's just like wrestling. Vince said it. Never say never. You never can tell in the perfect storm, the perfect situation.
If money can be made.
The money is right. Egos are checked. People can work together. So
I think he might give him a film. He might give him a film.
Yeah, I do think there's a chance that he gives him a film, but he won't let him write it. Yeah. It's like, no, you can direct this film, but you cannot write this film, bro.
Yeah. Some people don't like it and complain about it, but when he uses it right, the slow motion, the dark, the vibrant colors, man, these movies look great to me.
I've always loved the slow motion. I think he's overdid it in what's that, Rebel Moon. I think he's overdid it in that movie. He overdid it.
He's like one of those directors. Have you ever had like an editing program and you found out like a new trick, and once you find out that trick,
we'll put it in everything.
Use it for everything. That was him. He's like, oh, I love this slow motion.
That's Michael Bay is a lens flare. Everything is lens flare in Michael Bay. In the slow motion.
Yeah, Michael Bay. Michael Bay is lens flares and American flags.
Yeah, it's in slow motion in a 360 shot, slow motion.
J.J. Abrams, he has those like lens flares everywhere too, and yeah, every director has their own little
signature thing.
Work.
Yeah.
With certain movies, the slow motion is good, but like DJ say, you can't use it every other scene.
You can't use it when you're putting seeds in the ground. And
when you
fill a jug of water,
when you're emphasizing something cool, like in the 300 when they were throwing those spears, that was tight.
I thought he used it well in Watchmen.
Yeah.
When the comedian got knocked out of the window, like that was pretty cool. But he does overdo it.
No, like Rebel Moon was completely
ridiculous.
I still never seen the second one.
Yeah, and the scene like when the Flash was running and Superman was fighting all of them, that was fire.
Yeah,
I'd go see it.
For all we know, he might end up directing the Justice League movie.
That could be a possibility. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, as long as James Gunn or someone writes it, I'm all for it. Zack Snyder can't write it, man. He can't. He's like George Lucas, man. He has no self-control. He has good ideas, but he can't. He's not good at putting them on script.
How do you think he would do with a Star Wars movie?
As long as he doesn't write it, I think he can do really good with it.
But seeing a lightsaber duel in slow motion, I don't know how that.
I don't know. I think they're more fast paced. You want those to be more fast paced, and
I don't know. The first one's geriatric.
I mean, think about it. Duel of Fates in slow motion would not.
I know.
Can you imagine? Like
I'm picking at some people that may be watching. It'd be like no.
Fast Eddie comes in with another $5. Says they are moving forward with the Goonies sequel. This is the most nervous I have ever been for a sequel in my entire life.
Who was asking for this?
Pass.
I've never been on that who's asking for this bus, but I'm on it. I'm on it today.
Who asked for the first one?
They have it's been how long?
30 years.
There's no kids today that are gonna want to watch the Goonies.
40 years,
Some of these movies are, in my opinion, they see certain movies succeed, like
Top Gun, Maverick.
Top Gun. They saw Avatar. Oh, this survived. It did good, so let's do that.
Goonies be 40 years.
It don't always work.
1985, 40
years. Yep.
I watched the Goonies when I was a kid. I remember thinking it was okay. It wasn't like my favorite.
I was never a big fan of it.
I have no interest in going to see a sequel to a 40-year-old movie. It was like when they did that Willow sequel series. I had no interest in watching a Willow sequel.
I just think it was way too much time.
Where it exists. A good IP go back. They messed up with Ghostbusters. They call a bit of magic. Why you gotta
keep putting the dagger in my heart, Danny? Why?
I'm sorry about it. I mean, because I like Ghostbusters too, but that last one I was like, oh.
Oh no, I agree with you. I don't think it's 2016 bad, but I do think it's a big disappointment.
But the one before that was good.
Yes, when they brought back legacy character and had nostalgic connection to the first one more.
They should have left it alone. But see, that was the love letter though. Jason Reitman wanted to do that because he was a kid when his dad did it. So it was a love letter to Ghostbusters. But what happens is once things start making money, then it gets corporate. And they're like, we gotta do a sequel. And
we gotta sell toys. So you gotta put this in there. You know.
Yeah,
I can't remember ever seeing a Ghostbuster toy.
I had
everything. I had the pack, the suit.
No. I'm talking about for these last couple of films.
I saw some in it.
There's some. They actually re-released a lot of the older ones for Afterlife. Yeah, like the ones when I was a kid, they re-released like the original Ecto one.
I used to beg my mom to wear my whole jumpsuit.
Yep, to school. I took mine to show and tell in kindergarten.
I had the pack, the trap, everything. Yeah, I was huge in it.
DJ the prototype back.
Hey, I begged my mom to wear it to school.
I used to have a picture of me going around with my proton
pack. Hey, when your mom drove to school, it was like,
I had a big Echo one. I had everything.
His head out the window.
Hey, that was one of the best Christmas I ever had. I'm like 6 years old, 6 or 7 years old. I got everything with Ghostbusters. Down to my robe I had on, my slippers, the wrapping paper, everything Ghostbusters, man.
I remember one day my dad came home from work with the Firehouse.
Yeah.
And the firehouse was like legit, and on top there was like a trap door where you could pour slime in it.
Yep.
And we'll go down.
Sure.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
I had everything Ghostbusters.
Yep.
Man, Opinionated Joker comes in with $2. Says Lucas and Bay make better movies than Snyder.
I don't know about that.
I disagree with that.
Bay has big explosions.
No movie that Bay has made is
I
better
think
than 300.
so. Snyder has a better aesthetic to his movies. Bay is big in explosions. Lucas probably better storytelling. Does that make sense? That's how I would do it.
Other than Transformers, what's a Michael Bay movie?
Bad Boys, Armageddon, Transformers, and Turtles.
13 Hours. Michael Bay didn't direct Ninja Turtles; he just produced them. But if you're talking about in terms of money, Michael Bay's movies made more money because almost all the Transformers movies made $1 billion.
Yeah.
But both directors have good films and bad films, especially toward the end of both their career. I mean, their careers are still going on, but the later half of their careers, like Snyder started putting together worse movies toward the end, and Michael Bay started putting worse movies toward the end. Like their beginning of their careers, they both had solid movies. Yeah. Like he had what was it? The Rock. He had the Transformers movies. He had Armageddon. Boys. Yeah, and then Zack Snyder had the Dawn of the Dead remake. He had 300, Watchmen. But what happened is once those directors start showing that they have that they can do it, the studio gives them more and more leeway, and their movies get worse and worse because they can do more stuff. Unfortunately, that's we see that with a lot of directors, man.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Bay just saturated himself with his style, in my opinion. The music, the slow-mo, the coming around camera.
Yeah, it's an American flag flapping in the background.
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't go to his movies to get some Oscar-winning performance. I just want to see things blow up, some cool explosions. I know what I'm getting into. It's a popcorn flick.
13 Hours was
good movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's Oscar, but it was like the closest to being like a good, solid movie.
The ambulance movie he did was really good. That last one he did.
Yeah,
that was.
Did
really
you see
good
Pain
one.
and Gain?
Yes, that's one with The Rock, right?
Yeah,
The Rock that's based off a true story too, I think.
Yeah, based off a true story. That wasn't bad. That was one of his better films.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Mark. Yeah.
And Anthony Mackie.
Oh yeah, he was in that too. Yeah.
Anthony Mackie.
The
problem people had with that movie was that Michael Bay was making a joke out of an actual real life murder.
Yeah. That happened.
Junkie threw another $2 to chat. Every movie doesn't need a sequel or franchise. No, I agree with that 100%.
But the thing is, if they make money, that's like Rob said, corporate gets involved and they're gonna dish out another movie.
Milk that cow dry.
Independence Day is a prime example. The first movie was perfect.
Amazing.
Great director, great direction, great visuals, great acting. Great character development, a solid ending that does not need to be explored.
Was that Michael Bay too?
No, that wasn't Michael Bay. That was I don't remember the guy's name, but he did like The Day After Tomorrow also.
Okay.
I don't know his name, but he does like all those like
director is Roland Emmerich.
Roland Emmerich, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a prime example. Like those movies does not need sequel. And to make matters worse, Independence Day 2 didn't work because we couldn't relate with the character. They had all alien technology. The first movie worked because
we were underdogs.
We were the underdogs. It was our military, our cities. In the new movie, we had all this technology
on the moon. Yeah,
we don't have in real life.
I don't even remember the second one.
You're lucky. You're lucky. Yeah. I wish the Men in Black would come in and just red light me.
I wish Independence Day was more of a. Okay, we took out the mothership, but they're still here on Earth. So now we're fighting back against the pockets of aliens that are still here. Yep. Take place right after the events of Independence, not 20 years, 30 years later, which I'm sorry, we could not have that technology reverse in that short amount of time.
Yeah. It grossed 306 million worldwide.
What, Independence Day 2?
Independence, the first one.
Oh, the first one? Yeah. That's not bad for back in the day.
I saw that in theaters.
I saw it in theaters too.
Yeah. That started Will Smith blockbuster.
That's what catapulted him.
Yeah.
He was in, I think, a couple movies before that, but they weren't like big hits.
Because I think he did that, then it was Bad Boys, and then Enemy of the
Men in
State.
Black.
Those are Men in Black. And then Enemy of the State. Those were the big ones that like catapulted.
Oh,
And then Wild Wild West came out, and people were like,
she should have
Wild
went to the Matrix. Should have went to Matrix instead.
Second one made 380. Let's put it 390 million. The second one.
The song was better than the movie.
Wild Wild West.
Yeah, the Wild Wild West. Yeah.
Fast Eddie comes in with $5 again. I'm ready for Alien Earth. We've been waiting 5 years for this show. It was announced around the same time Shogun was announced.
Yeah,
I saw a trailer for it. It looks good.
Yeah. Dude,
I watched Romulus 3 times already.
Dude, you want to hear a hot take? Adam posted something on Facebook,
Don't tell
and
me
he's like, yeah, a lot of people have been asking me what I thought about Alien Romulus. Let's just say I'm not one of the ones that drink the Kool-Aid. And I was like, wow, bro.
Wow.
Like, I mean,
his wife drinks the Kool-Aid.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to him. He used to be a credible critic. Like if something wasn't good or was good, he would have like a good explanation why. But ever since he got with his current chick for like the past 4 years, I think they were going on 5 years. Like his movie takes are like, holy crap. Like I still remember he sat here with a straight face and said Dungeons and Dragons was better than Creed 3.
Yeah, I remember saying that.
And the first thing I wanted to say on his post was, why? Because there was a black guy in Alien Romulus. That's what I wanted to say, and I didn't.
There was a black guy in Dungeons and Dragons.
That's true. But there was a redhead in there, so you know how he is.
That must be like some kind of childhood memorabilia or something, because there is no way. I fell asleep twice trying to watch Dungeons and Dragons.
I didn't hate the movie, but
I didn't hate it.
It's not better than Creed 3.
No, I think Dungeons and Dragons is a solid 6.5.
It's not a movie to watch if you're tired, though. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you can push through movies that you really like when you're tired. But if you're tired, for me, nah, I'm not trying to watch no Dungeons and Dragons.
I felt like Dungeons and Dragons was a lot like the World of Warcraft movie. Man,
I didn't like that one. I tried watching that.
Dude, I just like that green orc chick, bro. She was fucking hot. I never want to have sex with an orc so much in my life, bro.
Wow.
He pulled the Captain Kirk.
Bro, I just wanted to grab her by those two fangs, bro, and just
stupid.
No dignity.
But yeah, I'm super looking forward to Alien Earth, man. I really am.
I'm curious to see how it's gonna be.
I haven't watched Romulus yet.
It's good. It's worth watching.
Oh, you need to, Danny.
Wow. Yeah, it's good.
Like once you meet the one character in that movie, you're gonna be invested in that.
I think it's the best one since Alien 2. Honestly, if you ask me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right up there with. To me, go ahead.
The guy that played Magneto, that last one. What was that one?
That was you're talking about
Prometheus.
Prometheus and Alien Covenant.
Yeah.
Covenant. One thing about, I did not care for that. I was like,
I didn't like Covenant. I like Prometheus though.
Yeah,
I love Prometheus.
Yeah.
I have to rewatch those.
The black.
Don't know was the one where he
black
was
kid in Romulus.
When he was laying the eggs out his mouth, right?
What's that?
Yeah.
That's one where he was like he would spit the eggs up out his mouth.
He had it hidden in his thing at one point. He spit something out. I'm talking about that one scene.
I thought at the end of the movie, like he spit an egg out and put it in the incubator or something, like one of the.
Yeah.
Dude, it's been years since I've seen those movies.
I think that's
don't remember.
I think that's Covenant. I'm not sure.
It was
I know the scene you're talking about, Danny.
The guy that played Magneto.
Yeah.
And he was the android or whatever.
Mm.
Yeah.
He played David. Yeah. Oh, can I ask you a question? Because David made me think of something.
Me?
Yeah, I want to ask you something, Danny, personally.
All right.
So I'm not trying to offend anybody. I just want to get Danny's opinion because Danny's a religious person. So the news has been going around that the chick who played the Wicked Witch in Wicked has been cast to play Jesus Christ. There's a lot of things wrong with that, but I'm not a religious person, so I don't want to give my input on it. But I would like to get your input for being a black male and also being a religious person. How you feel about that?
I don't agree with that. If it's something that's fictitious, a fictitious character, that's fine. But if it's nonfiction, it needs to be as true as possible. The race swapping Jesus makes zero sense to me. So that's probably nothing that I'm going to support.
Yeah, I don't think it's a movie. I think it's a Broadway play.
Broadway play.
No,
I don't know the name of it. I don't know the context behind it.
No. There's nothing that I would watch. I mean, if she wants to do it and she's cool with it, that's her. But
I don't mind the race swap of Jesus because we know Jesus wasn't.
I mean, the race swapping, yeah.
The gender
swap. No.
Jesus was black in color anyway. At least my belief.
He'd be more Middle Eastern than anything else.
Yeah,
the Bible describes him, and it doesn't fit the characteristics of a white person. That's all I'm going to say.
I just think it's kind of crazy how there's certain corner of the Hollywood sphere that's like, oh no, a straight person can't play a straight or trans person, and this person can't play that person because of this. But then you're gonna cast her to play Jesus Christ, and I'm just like,
it's not to offend you, it's a comedy. It's Jesus Christ Superstar that they're doing.
Oh, it's gonna be a comedy still, but though Jesus though,
some things you just don't poke fun at to me. And
you just have to leave things alone sometimes.
There's some things you gotta draw a line at, in my opinion. But I mean, if that's what floats your boat, that's what you want to watch. I mean, that's your little way of ragging, but I'm not going to support it.
Yeah, I'm not going to do no videos on it because being a white man and being a white man that's not religious, I really don't have an opinion on it. But I wanted to get your thoughts more on it than anything. I've seen it going around on the internet, so I
think all of us on this. I know Rob does especially. There's certain things that he won't cross the line and go see, like whatever his views and stances on Avatar. I'm just giving that for instance. He didn't go see it. I respect that. I didn't like the way that they did Jonathan Majors. So for last year,
you didn't go see Marvel.
I didn't pay see any Marvel movie. So I think everybody got their standard, their moral line they're not going to cross. I'm not going to support that movie. Not that I don't like her, because I watched Wicked. It wasn't bad. I'm not a fan of musicals, but I didn't hate it. If that's what she want to do, that's sort of the way we're acting, but I will not support that.
I honestly I don't care in this whole aspect of that. I'm never going to see the movie. Never would have seen it. But I'm looking at it. Last person who played Jesus Christ was John Legend.
Well, they're about to do the Resurrection movie. Mel Gibson's about to direct the sequel to Passion of Christ.
Yeah, but his is more historically accurate movie. That's a more historical actor
to come back.
Yeah, boy. What's that their name? Henry Cavill or something.
But for the original movie.
Yeah.
Well, for Passion of the Christ,
Jeremy Sistos, he played
what's the one?
I'm wrong.
There's Henry Cavill or something like that.
Wrong movie. Passion of the Christ, 2004.
While you look that up, I'll hit
it was Jim. It was Jim Caviezel.
Jim Caviezel, yeah. That movie. Whew. I don't say you can watch without not crying.
I never knew the ending of a movie and still been so pissed off while it was happening. Like
apparently. Mel Gibson was on Joe Rogan's podcast last month, and he said that role changed his life forever. Like he wasn't a religious person until after that movie, and
the guy who played Jesus.
Yeah, it like changed his life.
Bro,
so he's supposed to be coming back for the Resurrection movie.
I've seen some plays, but I don't know. No human can stand what they did to him, boys. Ooh. Rough.
I never watched it because my parents watched it, and I heard them talking about how brutal it was, and I'm like, I can't watch it.
It'll make you cry, bro.
I'm like, I can't. There's some things I'm just like, especially because I firmly believe that some people don't believe in Jesus. I believe it actually happened. So to see it, I'm like, I can't see that. I can't.
That's rough.
Opinionated Junkie comes in with $2. Martin Scorsese is doing a film with The Rock.
Is he going to go up to Martin Scorsese and say, "I want your soul"?
Is that fighting movie he's doing now?
That's another movie. That's another movie.
Bro, The Rock delivered a promo on SmackDown. I've been watching wrestling for 35 years. I never had something confuse me so much in my life. It was, but hey,
is he still on wrestling? No, I ain't thought
he comes in like twice a year when they're doing promotions, only because he's part of the board, so he's like the head guy now.
I got you.
So,
did he call himself the final boss now, something like that?
Yeah, the final boss, final ass, whatever you want to call him.
It's apparently it's a mob movie regarding a Hawaiian dude, based on a true story.
I mean, I hope Martin Scorsese can get a good performance out of him because I've been saying it for years. Like if like you want to break the mold and show people that you actually have some range, you know. I know Batista has it. I want to see The Rock do it.
My favorite thing The Rock did was when he's like agent. What's the name of that movie? That show came on HBO. That show that The Rock was the agent.
Ballers.
Yeah.
Ballers.
I like that show. I liked him in that.
Ballers was good. Denzel Washington's son played in that too.
Yeah.
Cyborg Dr. Phil for $2 says Hollywood is weird. I am waiting on the Epstein list.
That list is never going to come out.
You're never going to get that list, man.
There's too many high profile. It'll never come out.
If you would know how many,
I don't care what side of the aisle you're on.
Yep.
They're both sides. They don't want.
Yep. They're both equally dirty, man.
Yeah,
Left, right. I don't care.
Down the middle. That list will never come out.
Right down the middle,
dude. If you would know how many of those people are into sex trafficking and stuff like that, like look how much what's his name was fighting it, and then out of nowhere he just stopped. The dude from That 70s Show, Ashton Kutcher, like he was fighting that, man, that sex trafficking stuff, and then out of nowhere he just stopped, man. Dude, there's some high profile people. Like you would be disgusted if you knew. It's one of those things where it's best not to think about it because you don't want to know how bad it really is.
You start looking in the shadows. Like, speaking of that, y'all see Diddy's lawyer quit?
Really?
Yeah.
On the sex trafficking, he's like, I can't defend this man.
Right, man. You got too much.
His words. So God only knows what he did. We might even get those lists because there's probably a lot of people.
You'll find some lawyer that don't have a conscience.
Yeah, they want that high profile, make their name for themselves.
Want that money.
Yep. So in a more lighter sense, that doesn't have anything to do with sex trafficking. Captain America: Brave New World. Yeah, World. There was news that it dropped 82%. I don't know where anybody got that number from. I think maybe that
68.
it dropped 68%, not 82%.
That sounds more right.
And it's down at it still remained number one because it didn't have no competition. And it was 28 million this past weekend, and it has a total of it's about to hit 300 million. It'll hit 300 million by the end of the week.
It's got until March 21st.
I watched Mufasa. Did any of y'all watch that?
No, I haven't watched it.
I'm a DJ. False King. I heard you all talking about it on Wednesday. I stand with DJ.
I didn't like the first one, so I don't have a desire.
Bro, it's not the narrative that people. You watch it because it's not what you think it is.
Well, I heard your breakdown on Wednesday about it. Well, Scar was doing something or whatever, but still, that's the narrative that they made. Because that wasn't true beforehand.
Propaganda.
Yeah,
Pride Rock propaganda. That's all it is.
But yeah, I didn't like the first Lion King, so I'm not even gonna give Mufasa a try.
No, I didn't see the first one either.
Listen, I'm so mad at the first one because they took out one of my favorite songs, the "Be Prepared" song.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
The Lion King.
It took that song away, man. That's it.
The Lion King, one of my favorite Disney movie of all time. So if you mess with that anyway,
well, you better not go to a concert ever again, DJ. Because I went to a what's the guy? Jenny's got a gun. Aerosmith. I went to Aerosmith concert. My brother. They didn't play Jenny got a gun. They didn't play Pink. Nothing. And I was like.
Yeah, but that's the concert though. They always do remixes of their stuff.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
This is a movie that they're basing off another movie.
Like that's two of their most iconic songs.
That's one of my iconic songs too.
I thought the same way about Beauty and the Beast because Beauty and the Beast is my favorite Disney film, and that live action remake.
I like that's one of the ones I actually like. I actually like the Beauty and the Beast.
But they ruined the story though because in the movie. Belle knew that they were all cursed. Belle never knew that, so it made her look like a money grumming little slut. You know, she's like, "Oh, they were all human. They're just cursed." In the cartoon, man, she kissed the beast at the end, didn't know, and he was human.
Yeah, he's a kidnapper too. By the way, he's not innocent. Gustav was right. I'm pro villain over here. If you haven't noticed.
Cyber Dr. Phil comes in with another $2. Who is better action star? I guess 50 Cent or The Rock.
I mean, The Rock has a bigger catalog.
Yeah, I don't even think I've seen anything with 50 Cent.
The Rock makes more money. He was on the first.
He did a couple
of Thieves.
Yeah,
he was on Escape Plan.
Has that second one came out yet?
Yeah, Thieves. Yeah,
Thieves 2. Yeah,
it's not on streaming yet.
Yeah, it's not streaming.
I've been looking for it because I want to see it, but I like Gerard Butler, but I don't think it did very well for us.
Okay. The first one, I love the first one.
Yeah, the first one's good.
That scene with the daughter, love it. When he comes into dater, the boyfriend comes in.
They got about 10 guys look like the Incredible Hulk in the basement.
In the garage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's sitting there.
I showed that scene to my daughter's boyfriend.
If I had 50 big guys, this would happen to you. But it's just me.
I didn't have enough time to call people.
You guys have any thoughts about Captain America dropping down?
Well,
or is that pretty much expected to be?
We expected it. I mean, yeah. I mean,
I like what DJ said. He has to March 21st.
There's nothing coming out, and even that his competition is going to be Snow White. That's the first thing it's going up against.
Yeah.
Snow White will take the #1 spot because it's the newest movie, but I don't think Snow White's going to do all that great.
They're saying already $100 million loss for Disney.
Yeah,
I think in the theatrical run, it might limp to $500 million, but I don't think it's going to get more than that.
Dude, when Gascar redid the guess of the money guess, and mine popped up that 500 mil something, I was like, man, I'm glad I stuck with everybody else going 800. I'm like, where was everybody? Why is everybody thinking 800?
Because we were thinking there was no competition.
Yeah,
I was thinking that they're really going to surprise us with something in it. That's me.
The hate is stronger than the competition.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Austin's gonna be battling it out, man, because he went with 400 million, and
I saw some people defending that Madam Web was a better movie than that. Wow. I'm like, there's no way. Like, just sit down. Yeah, like they were like, no, this is Madam Web.
Man, you know what's getting me mad? I might do a video on this tomorrow though, but this is getting me mad. I hate people going around saying Captain African America.
Woo! That's pissing me off too. I've seen a lot.
You know why?
I haven't seen that.
I've seen a lot of it. I've seen a lot of people saying that. Yeah.
Yeah. Everywhere I go, people are saying that, and I'm like, he's not from Africa. He's from America. He's Captain America. Just because he's black doesn't mean, dude. They don't say Robert German Storms or whatever. Just because my ancestors were from Germany doesn't mean I'm German. I'm born in America.
It's like I said, it's a not no reason, but it's a line of people with this movie who has that racist undertone to it. That's why they're disliking the movie. Not saying it's everybody. I'm saying it's a subset of it.
There is.
I didn't see that. Captain Africa.
Just like on some application stuff. They don't have black, they have African American.
I don't understand that. It's so weird. They're not from Africa. Do they do that in Canada? African Canadian? Or is it just black?
Actually, I never seen that on a document.
I've seen both. African
Canadian.
Black, non-Hispanic a lot on applications. That's
applications I see either black or African American.
See, now I've seen it'll have like Hispanic and black, non-Hispanic.
But what happens if you're Latino and you don't identify as Hispanic? It's like, what do you check off?
In America, you're Hispanic. Well, if you're Latino, no matter where you're from, we're American. Yeah. We lump everything together.
Like, how many percent do you think in the United States is actually really African American? It's got to be a super small percentage.
Yeah.
Because what that means is either your parents are from Africa or you were from Africa. But we're talking 300 years ago, you're no longer African American, you're American. You know, it's like my ancestors were from Ireland and Germany. That they don't identify me as Irish or German. It's like American. It's like
Asian American is everything, you know, just
that's never been a problem for a Caucasian. It's always been a problem for the minority.
Yeah.
It's so weird though. I don't know, man.
Because I feel like you're not prejudiced.
Yeah,
somebody that's prejudiced or got some kind of bias about something, and they want to
It's basically making them sound like they're fake Americans. It's like, oh, you're not American, you're African American.
If anything, Elon Musk is African American, like Jason just said.
Yeah, wasn't he from South Africa?
He's from South Africa. He's an immigrant. He's from South Africa.
Yeah, but he already said, like, yeah, I'm not from this country, so he can't like do certain things. But yeah.
But what side is he from?
The German side, based on what his actions are.
Apartheid side.
Red doggone salute. I don't know what that was.
Oh my God. Cyborg Dr. Phil comes in with another $2. Who is hyped for the Running Man?
I don't even know what the hell that is.
I didn't know he was doing a remake. Talking about
is that the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
I guess. I don't know.
Didn't what's his face wrote that book? Stephen
King? I don't know.
I thought Stephen King wrote The Running Man.
Oh, he's talking about the Running Man, the new one. Isn't that the one with the guy who keeps dying?
No, that's Mickey something. Oh. Mickey 17.
Oh, that's Mickey 17.
Yeah, I don't want to see. I heard that was pretty good.
Oh yeah, the Running Man.
Wow. What a deuce. Hey, someone in the chat. Someone, moderator, block that person, man.
Yeah, fuck this dude.
What did
you say?
Thank you, Brooklyn.
Spell it out, Danny.
Wow.
Oh yeah, they spelled it out.
There's always a guy that don't have their face on there either. You know.
Yep. Trash.
Phil Collins, you got your moderator. You can ban him.
Yeah, I think Brooklyn already took care of him. Thanks, Brooke. Elon Musk, just where Elon Musk is
African
American. Yeah, I don't know too much about Elon Musk. As for that salute thing he did, I just think Elon Musk was. No, I don't think he meant bad by it. I just think he
bad choice.
Listen,
bad choice.
He didn't do it once.
There's no oopsie, I didn't mean to. No,
he did it more than once.
A Nazi salute is a Nazi salute. There's no gray area for
me. He was doing the heart.
No, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. You ain't no. Listen, I got 2 of these and 1 of these. I know what I saw.
Yeah, but then you saw people like they were bringing out other people that were doing it and other speeches.
They didn't
Taylor Swift?
No, they did.
Taylor Swift did it too.
No, what is it? They use still photos. What they use? They didn't play a video where they're going like this and then waving.
But
they didn't have a knife hand.
I think the last president did it too. What was his name? The one that was senile, the one we just had.
Biden.
I think Biden did it too.
No, again, they're showing still photos of it, but it's not the whole video when they're putting their hand, but they're waving. They're not doing a freaking knife hand, freaking goose stepping down the freaking steps and everything.
You know what? I just like seeing those what's the cyber trucks getting stuck in 4 inches of snow.
I can't. You want to ruin my day? You want to ruin my day, man? You want to ruin my day? I drive past a Cybertruck, my day is ruined. I can't stand those things.
Dude, they're everywhere where I live, man.
There's a guy that goes in my area that has one. His is the most. He's got this wrap on it that makes it all black and white looking and everything. It's just obnoxious. I'm like, dude, I hope you crash.
Dude, when we had a big snowstorm here,
they get stuck everywhere.
That guy was stuck.
Good.
He couldn't get out, and I'm like, how much money did you pay for that thing? My God, man. I'm there on my little CX-5, man. Right out of the
friend of mine just came back from a cruise from Florida, and he said that's all that they are.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Everywhere.
I can't stand them.
They look absolutely. I don't know why, but anybody would want to drive. I think they're laughable. I think they're like.
How much do they cost?
It depends on what package you get. Yeah.
I mean, what's the base price? 60, 50, 60,000?
Here it's like 100.
100? Base model?
Base? I don't know.
79 to 80.
Dark Meat Collins, I agree. It shouldn't be on the application. You should be approved or hired by your resume and your merit.
DEI is going definitely change to that. But I'm just telling you, as someone that's in a hiring process, I see it all the time.
Yeah, I remember working at Walmart, just saying the same thing. I did like a lot of interviews and stuff, but yeah,
they just dropped their prices 20 grand.
20 grand from 400,000
for the truck?
No, for the Cybertrucks. Yeah, they dropped it 20 grand.
How much are those sex robots?
I like to see what they look inside.
Oh my god!
I want to look inside one of them.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Little donations to us. Elon is trolling y'all. Don't fall for the bait.
Yeah. Dude, I think Elon's like a pro troll, man. He's like Ricardo level troll, man.
Yeah, he was longer than a bridge.
26,000.
If I didn't want to go to Mars so bad, I'd say screw him. But I want to go to Mars, so I kind of need SpaceX.
He's the only one doing anything with the space program.
And my company, we fix their boats that are rockets land on. So
I'm good.
I need a business.
I don't want to go to Mars.
I do. I want to get the hell off this planet.
Well, we gotta do something because we're doing a great job.
All of mankind. I definitely
That's what I was gonna say. You can tell. You can tell you're like watching that show, man.
I definitely want to go. Give me a one-way ticket. Peace.
Oh my gosh.
Kanye is trolling.
I'll live stream from Mars for you guys.
Exactly. As long as it has Wi-Fi.
You got Wi-Fi, I'm good.
Bro, I'll tell you one thing about Kanye. I've never been a fan of Kanye.
I lost my respect for him now.
But what he did with his wife
it's crazy.
A couple weeks ago was the most disgusting. And this is a guy who, like, I like the female body and whatnot. Like, I have like pinups all over my desk and stuff. But what he did to his wife in a public place, whether she agreed to do it or not, is just downright disgusting.
Dignity, for you.
Yeah, because even if she was okay with it, what about the people around? Maybe they weren't okay with it.
And some people bring their kids to the premieres and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I'm glad they had enough sense to ask them to leave. I'm just glad instead of them trying to be there and try to take the high road. No, you got to go. Bye. See you later.
Then y'all saw what he did with his clothing line right after that, right? He put swastikas on all his t-shirts.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he was selling them on his website.
Kanye does a lot of stuff for shock value.
I
like the Yeezys, whatever. I wouldn't pay that money for that.
Yeah,
all those other kind of his clothing line and stuff. Wouldn't buy none of that crazy stuff. Only song I like Kanye that Kanye ever made is Stronger. The rest of them, I don't even.
I know. I think his late registration album, College Dropout album, that was good music. Like, a song called Good Music. Early Kanye was amazing. I don't know when, after his mom died is when he just kind of
when he got put into the Illuminati when he lost his shit.
When his mom died, because mom was a big like anchor for him apparently in his life and everything. When she died, I think he kind of that was like his breaking point.
Yeah.
He's not one of my favorite. Nothing I would spend money on supporting is.
Yeah.
I liked him back in the day when he came out with Through the Wire.
I do like Through the Wire ain't bad. Now, I do like the new. Have y'all heard of Muddy Waters 2? New Redman? So,
yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
This was my favorite rapper, so that's why I show a little bit of interest.
Redman?
Well, it's him and Meth Man doing a song together, right?
Mm-hmm. La la la.
Yeah.
La 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 la.
Will Trump take over Marvel DC Studios? God, I hope not.
No.
He doesn't stop trolling us with 51st State.
Hey, how you feel since y'all beat us in hockey?
Yeah, I feel great, man.
I saw a lot of the Canadian players like just dog walking us.
Nah, dude, it was a great game. It could have gone either way, but the Americans did a big mistake, leaving
I will say
the number one player in the league wide open in the slot.
I ain't gonna lie. Right now, all-star games go wise, hockey has the best thing going. The way they got their format set up for all-stars, whatever, how they did that with the exhibition of the countries and everything was amazing.
Yeah. It's whoever came up with it deserves a raise.
Yeah.
Because it really
I'm not even a big hockey fan, but I was watching and keeping tabs on it the whole time.
Yeah, I know Lorena was watching it and stuff, but it's listen, it was good. It was good. The whole anthem thing is like, I don't agree with that, the whole booing thing, no matter what you feel. But I'm going to be honest, a lot of Canadians are getting pissed off of Trump keep trolling the whole 51st State thing. It's like it comes to truth.
Now we know. We know why
the states invaded Canada.
Now I know why he didn't like Captain.
We wouldn't be able to
because we don't have America in the name. That's what it is. That's why he hated Captain America. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is.
I don't know, man. I listened to like the first half of your all stream on Wednesday. It sounded a lot like hate to me.
That's okay. You're right to your opinion.
How you say hating Canadian?
Hating Canadian?
Hate
same as American.
Hate a.
Well, her Hispanic. How you say it?
Hate? Odiar. Odiar.
Odiar. Negro.
Odio.
Americano.
Odio. Odio los americanos.
Oh, goodness.
No more tacos Tuesdays for them. No.
Sam Wilson is.
I just hope Sam get his trilogy. I hope he get it.
Well, he's gonna be in the Avengers.
What numbers are you talking about? Are you talking about the back-to-back number one spot, back-to-back weekends? Are you talking about the $300 million it made already? What exactly are you talking about? Because the first Captain America, I think we already did the box office for that one, and that didn't make that lot of money. So, what number are you talking about?
But also, like, you have to take into consideration the whole about Sam. It's just the phase 4 did not help, and the decisions that they made to bring up certain topics in this movie, I don't think it was.
Dude, you're ridiculous. This is not going to hit $1 billion.
We know
nobody thought it was going to.
No one said $1 billion.
We wished that it would.
So we shot high. We shot high. It didn't go $1 billion. When we shot high,
and even if it did, somebody would still hate it.
Well, they make $2
billion.
That's
for sure.
Doggone, Wakanda Forever was almost a mosquito's sneeze for making $1 billion, and people still said it was a flop. It was crazy.
$1 billion to make to be a successful
MCU when they hit the first consecutive billions, it got people spoiled. The same way people are spoiled now. Expect every MCU movie got to be a banger. Every MCU credit got to be a banger.
You can see it now. As soon as Superman comes out, if Superman don't hit $1 billion, it's a failure. Like, where is it written in stone that movies have to hit $1 billion in order to be successful?
Yeah.
The studios love it.
It's nice. And it's good. It's a good talking point.
Yeah.
And there hasn't been another studio that I know that's had that many $1 billion consistently. So they're going to be on top of the hill for that benchmark. But
the last Captain America was also had Robert Downey Jr. and all the Avengers.
That was an Avenger movie. It was an Avenger movie. It wasn't Captain America.
What the fuck you talking about? It was the first time they had Black Panther and Spider-Man in the freaking
Avengers
movie. 2.5,
and we all know that movie was 2.5. It was basically an Avengers movie. Just like this was technically a Hulk movie. That was technically an Avengers movie.
Yeah, that was Avengers 2.5, bro. It had Black Panther for the first time.
Every big character in there. You know, Spider-Man for the first time in that movie.
Yeah.
And so it was like,
it was great.
This was Sam Wilson by himself. What the hell are you talking about?
I still think they did him wrong with it. They could have done a lot better, a better job.
I think the second would be better. Just like the first Captain America, there's not people's first. There's not a lot. I know. Everyone I talk to is not in their top 5. Mm-hmm. This movie is not in your top 5. So I think the second one maybe had the same effect because now the second Captain America seems to be everybody's top 3. So maybe this Captain America's will be in the top 3 as well. So we just gotta wait and see.
But if this flops, like if it doesn't make more money, we might not get a second one.
Well, look what how much is this gonna make?
It's not. They going to make over 500 million.
They said this cost 180 million, which I doubt very much. That's definitely not true.
They reshot the movie twice.
Yeah, or 3 times, I think.
Yeah,
but just looking what their Marvel's doing right now with their TV shows, they're canceling a bunch of shows now, right? Or delaying them or whatever, postponing them. I think they're really checking out what's going to happen and how they're going to move forward with their new projects, and having them slated doesn't mean anything. They just prove that doesn't mean anything.
We may not get a Captain America 2, but we definitely gonna get another Avengers. And I think
exactly. That's what I said.
He's going. I didn't get that. He's going to be the new leader of it.
Absolutely.
But I think he may get one more. If he don't make it, I think it might be the same thing like Wonder Woman. The first Wonder Woman was fine, fantastic. The second one, Patty Jenkins, I don't know what she was smoking, but that one was crazy. So they kind of knocked her out for getting that third one. But I think they will give him another shot because I want to believe They knew there was going to be some pushback. But okay, Black Captain America reshoots. Some people not going to feel Sam over Steve. So I think that was kind of already into the equation based on things I've been hearing. I think he may get one more, but if that second one doesn't do well, I don't think he'll get a trilogy.
I think by the second one, the world will be more built up around in the new DC, like the MCU going forward. So it'll be better constructed story around what's happening in the MCU at that time with Captain America.
There's a major thing that you guys aren't considering.
All right, what is that?
Is that we don't know if there's gonna be another Captain America because Anthony Mackie, he's been in the MCU just as long as Chris Evans. He came in during the second Captain America movie.
Yeah.
So he's already did 2 Captain America movies, 2 Avenger movies, an entire TV series. You know, at some point, he's not going to want to keep doing these either.
I think he want that top bill. I think he likes.
Yeah, from what I've seen, I think he really enjoys the character. He's embracing it.
He like passing that baton. He like being, I think he likes it. I could be wrong, but I think he likes it.
Yeah. I mean, I want to see a sequel.
When I say he likes, I don't think he's gonna say I had enough. I think maybe the studio will say, well, we're not going that direction. But if they keep at least for one more, he'll be there. I believe.
He's 40. He's 46 years old, so he's still technically pretty young.
But he's black, so really he's like 28.
Yeah.
Let's be real, man.
So
yeah. But Brooklyn said, "What did the other movies in Phase 4 make? Not a lot, to be honest.
The 4 movies combined made $5.7 billion.
So he's already made it. I mean,
it's going to be interesting. I think hopefully but see, this is not the first movie of a new trilogy, though. This is the 4th Captain America movie. That's the problem. There's only been one other franchise in the MCU besides the Avengers to get a 4th film, and that was Thor.
No, the Guardians.
Guardians only has 3.
Oh,
Guardians 1, 2, and 3.
I'm thinking the Christmas special thing they did on Disney Plus.
Yeah, that's a little special, but even if you want to add that, then you had the Captain America show, so that's technically 5.
We should have been a movie.
The biggest flop was Eternals. It only grossed 164 million.
Black Widow flopped pretty hard too.
Yeah,
that was the whole. It went to streaming, all that stuff.
Yeah, that went to streaming.
That was during COVID. That was during COVID. So,
yeah. The Marvels was sad that it flopped. I enjoyed parts of that movie. And
of what?
The Marvels.
I know it flopped in the theater, but I thought it was a decent film. I mean, it had bad villain.
Only one part, the villain was bad. And then the singing part, the only 2 parts of the movie I didn't like.
What's her name? Always steals the show. The young girl. What's her name?
Oh my god! No, that's her name.
Kamal Khan.
Yeah. Oh my god! It was her first movie.
But a lot of people didn't like those cat. I didn't mind the cat swallowing the people and stuff. I didn't mind.
I'm going to be honest with you. In my opinion, looking back at Phase 4 and 5 in retrospective now, it depends what your definition of trash is. To me, trash is anything like 4 out of 10 or lower. Out of all the movies in Phase 4 and Phase 5, the only movie that was really bad was Thor: Love and Thunder. Everything else was average and passable, if not really good. You know, you might not like Eternals, but the movie itself wasn't garbage. It was very well executed. You might not like it, but it's not trash. It's at least average. But Thor was really the only one that was like horrendous. I thought the Marvels was solid. Even Ant-Man 3, I didn't like that movie, but I wouldn't consider it like Madam Web or The Crow. I would say it was like a 5 or 6, you know? And I think Captain America 4 is in that 7 and 8 range. It's the above average range. It's not Wakanda Forever or Spider-Man No Way Home or anything like that. You know how everybody has that word woke? You just see woke everywhere. I think the word trash and garbage is just used way too much.
I agree with that.
It's come to the point where we're at the ever since the whole pandemic and everything, and the whole thing with the movie theaters and the movies coming so quick also to streaming that's hurt the box office as well. People are just gonna wait out for a movie now.
I'm one of them now. I'm one of them.
Yeah,
and
I would say COVID played a big factor on the psyche of going to see the movies nowadays.
Yeah,
because when the company switched to going to we're gonna put stuff on streaming now, everybody's staying home. People got used to what's the point of going out to see a movie? I can just watch when it comes from my home. Now that we're back, quote unquote, to normalcy, we're still in that mindset where we're like, I'll just wait for it to come on streaming in 4 weeks, you know?
Yeah. In some cases, it comes out sooner than 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's like going back to what we say about the whole trash level. We're at a point now that we just want to go to the movie, and if we didn't feel like the movie didn't we didn't waste our money in watching that movie, then for us it's thumbs up. It's good. It's a thumbs up, no matter how many gripes you might have with it.
Yeah.
Right.
The only way the theater is going to get their money, their audience back, is they got to lower their prices.
Yeah,
but they can't.
I'm just saying, but average family of 5, my family is 5. Man, you talk about $100, $120 by the time you pay for the tickets and something to eat. I mean,
prices will never go back down.
I need the price. If the prices don't go down, I need the quality to go up. Either prices down or quality up.
Upgraded theaters, upgraded seating and everything.
Get better bulk.
Make the experience worth me paying the money.
Get an usher to walk around the thing.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I would pay $40 to watch a movie in my own house instead of going to the theater.
Yeah,
I mean, we can kind of do that now. Like 2 weeks in, you can pay $20, and you can get or you can pay $25 to own the movie that's in, like Den of Thieves 2 and Flight Risk. Both those movies came out in theaters a couple weeks ago. You can watch them right now on your TV. It's just going to cost you $25. But if you would go with a date or a family, like Danny said, you're going to pay like $50 to $100 anyway.
Yeah.
So, guys, are you telling me the next Star Wars that come out, you rather pay the $40, watch it at home with your family?
I'd rather have the choice to be able to.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to watch it at home, I can.
And we've all said it. We're very picky on what we go to the theater to see.
No, I'm just asking because certain movies, I agree. I'm going to go to the theater because as much as I hate to admit it, bigger screen, better quality sound and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going with other people that enjoy it just as much as me. In my house, like Star Wars, some of these Marvel, if it ain't my grandson, ain't nobody cheering or clapping, or I can talk to or reach over and say, hey, and
you saw that?
Look at each other. So in the theater, I get that experience that you can't get at home sometimes if you're the only one in the house that likes that kind of stuff.
For me personally, if I had the option of like Avengers movies, I would want to see that in the theaters, because like when Cap caught Monair, and like that was something that the theater lost his like on your left and everybody came out. That was something that theater,
and that's what's missing right now in the theater. No one is not that, because collective, we're all here for the same thing and we all are excited about it. It's just a lot of times the people are coming saying, "Oh, what's the next movie that's coming out?" People are at theaters.
You got that with Spider-Man No Way Home. That's the only last time I remember the people cheering. That was that one. No Way Home.
When they introduced the different Spider-Mans.
Well, no, Deadpool was the last time. Deadpool was the last.
But not as much though. Not as much.
It was more of all the cameos, you know, that were like.
They did cheer, but it wasn't to the same level.
It would depend on the movie. Avengers, I would want to see in theaters, but if I had the option, like Oscar said, to watch Thunderbolts Day 1 at home, I would watch it at home. Thunderbolts. But Superman, I'm in the theater for Superman.
I might go to IMAX. I'm thinking about IMAX for.
How about Fantastic Four?
If I had to choose, I probably would watch it at home.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's just, I don't know about you guys. I think you guys live in a smaller town than me. The people around me are so inconsiderate, man. It really takes the viewing experience away. I'd rather put on a VR headset and make it look like I'm in the theater.
I'm telling you, that's the next thing that's going to start happening. You're going to start seeing where you can rent movies and put the VR headset and still get that theater experience, but at home.
Yeah,
I would buy one of those if I could watch movies day one on that
one here now in my house. But like the new Jurassic Park, I gotta watch that in the theater.
Yeah.
There's some movies based on whatever.
You want to see the dinosaurs big, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm even thinking about going to IMAX to see that. For
that's Jurassic Park.
That's
I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. I think for these big movies now, I think I'm just going to spend the extra money go to Disney and get that IMAX experience, because at least I know everybody paid an army and a leg, so they won't be inconsiderate.
Mm-hmm.
Did you read that, or
no? You can go ahead and read it if you don't mind, please.
Cyber Dr. Phil, $5. If streaming was a factor, why did Deadpool, Doctor Strange, and Spider-Man do well?
Well, that was after COVID.
After COVID, yeah.
During COVID, Black Widow was day one released on
and that was peak COVID. That wasn't like towards the end. That was
so was Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman 84. They were all day one on streaming. That's why those movies did so poorly. You know, and Deadpool that just came out like 6 months ago. We talking about like we're way past COVID. But the thing is, what we're talking about is COVID changed the way the public acts toward theaters now. A lot of people like me, like Goskar, we would like the option to stay home and watch it because of the pricing and the people. And people are so conditioned at home now to watch stuff that when they go out in public, that they don't have manners anymore. They don't have the etiquette. You know,
or they choose to stay home because of those people that don't have etiquette.
Exactly. So we're kind of suffering. The hardcore moviegoers are suffering because the average people are taking their kids to go see it. They have no interest in it, so they're just on their phone the entire time. Because they're just taking their kids. You know, this.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, this ruined a lot of lives. Ruined a lot of the way people act nowadays. It's just people are so inconsiderate. And people like us, some of us, we would just rather have the option to stay home because
the peace of mind knowing that I can actually enjoy
TVs are so much cheaper now. I seen Walmart had an 85-inch Vizio TV on sale for $400.
Yeah, I saw a 98 one in there for like
you put a nice surround sound is cheap now. You get a good one for less than $200.
Not to mention
a decent one.
If you want to have steak. If you want to have a taco, burrito, whatever, you can do that at home.
Cook a full dinner at home and
then
with the family.
Then if you got to go to the bathroom or you get a business call, you can pause that bad boy. You can't do that in the theater.
Yesterday, I have a 75-inch TV, right? My couch is about 10 feet away from the TV, so it's still pretty big. I had all the lights shut off. Me and my wife sat there and watched The Gorge, and it was just as good as being in a movie theater. Just a good experience. And I can pause it to go to the bathroom when I want to go to the bathroom.
Yep.
You can't beat that.
Get that order at the door.
Yep. Or you get that business phone call.
I like where mine is. I got my subwoofer right my couch. So when it's real rumble, the couch kind of vibrates. It's kind of that you get that effect.
Yeah. It's just it's sort of like the music industry, you know, when MP3 players and then they start doing like Spotify and stuff.
Digital.
It just people doesn't buy albums if you can get it on Spotify and stuff. It just the industry is changing, you know.
YouTube, you get what you want. You play the song that you want, not what some not what some playlist or some radio station. You type in what you want. I love that. I love that. But then you create your own playlist. So I do is to hit playlist, and then the movies that the songs that I like, I get to hear, not whatever the radio rotation. So
I think the movie theater experience is going to eventually dwindle down to what the Broadway experience is.
I give it 5 years.
Yeah, because before movies, plays and operas were the big thing, and now they're very limited. It's a more casual thing.
Like you said, I think it's gonna come down to where you'll see like maybe one, maybe two theaters in a city that only play select movies, once or twice,
and they'll be very strict on the rules, just like.
It's gonna be just like drive-ins. How many drive-ins is in Florida?
There's one in my area, and I have to drive 2 hours to get to it.
How about in Canada? Any drive-ins?
The only one I think is in Saint Eustache. That's about an hour from me.
There's one in Beaufort in South Carolina that I know of. That's an hour from me. Like 2 hours from Danny.
I don't know any. There used to be one in Lake City, like 30 minutes, but they tore that down about 10 years ago.
The Highway 21 Theater in Beaufort, South Carolina. That's the only one I know of.
And mark my words, when the theater starts to become more like Broadway plays, the rules are going to be more stricter because, like in Broadway plays, once you're seated, no one can get up.
Not to intermission.
Yeah. So I have a feeling a lot of theaters are going to go
that. I know I won't be able to go because I got to use the bathroom. They're going to be you can't come back in, Mr. Graham.
They'd be knocking people down.
And it's really no one's fault. Like I said, it's just a way society. It's changing times.
I'll bring a bottle in there. Okay. They don't want me to get up and go.
Dude, I almost did that for Endgame. I was so close to doing that for Endgame because I didn't want to miss anything.
I didn't order a drink for Endgame.
I was about to say that. I did the same thing. No drink.
At Endgame, when I went to the bathroom was when Cap and Iron Man went back to
the
talk to
60s.
his daddy.
Yeah.
That's when I got up, and that's one thing I missed.
Hey,
and he's like, I don't need this.
I ran.
I don't need that part.
I went down the steps and the little alleyway. I ran to the door.
I don't need that part. I'll watch it next time. And the second time, I went through it and saw what it was, but it went. And
you didn't really miss anything, yeah.
Marion Cobrete, che dici? Y'all need to be paid by Hollywood for the defense. Well, it's not necessarily defense.
We're just stating facts.
Exactly.
You know?
I don't know exactly what you think we're defending.
Yeah.
I know what you're defending. Get more bang for your buck.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
That's what it is. That's what every American, Canadian, anybody that making money right now and
you spending money.
Look, it's more bang for your buck.
I argue with Rob said. Bring back the ushers. That would solve a lot of the other problems.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%. But people today are nuts, man. An usher's gonna go up to a guy and start saying there's gonna be a whole,
and then someone's gonna be filming it. There's gonna be a TikTok.
I like my theater. After 8 now, you can't. If you're under 16, you can't come to the theater without an adult.
Oh, really? Let me tell you this. Somebody got shot in my town's Walmart last weekend, and now they're paying law enforcement officers $600 a day to work in there.
Wow.
I said, boy, I wish I worked in this jurisdiction. But it's crazy. You can't go to Walmart without
go anywhere, man.
Security. You can't. I mean, it's crazy.
I'll take my Canadian Walmart. Thank you very much.
Just like theaters.
Yeah,
not around here, but there was a time when shooting in theaters was the cool thing to do.
Yeah, well, the Dark Knight shooting.
Yeah, Dark Knight,
Aurora, Colorado, whatever.
It's crazy. Yeah. So I don't know if I'd be an usher unless they say, "Hey, you can pack." I can't pack.
I can have Kevlar vest.
If I can't pack, I ain't trying to usher nothing.
The hell? I know exactly.
Flashlight ain't gonna stop no bullets.
These suckers are crazy, man.
Continue texting, sir. It's fine. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yep, I'm sorry. Yep, that's right.
Let's get to these 2 super chats and then we'll end it. I didn't realize we went that far over.
Chuck Flea with $2 to Lost His Grills says actors and actresses need to shut the F up and promote films.
I agree. I think you paid to promote a film. Your politics, your religion, and your point of view should not have nothing to do with the film you're promoting.
Yeah, that should all be left aside.
That goes for the video game industry too. I seen Greg Miller and Stella. They were hosting the DICE Game Award, and then he came out and completely Greg Miller went all political. And to me, I don't care if you are Republican, Democrat, whatever. None of that has anything to do with the game industry. Focus on the games, man. Focus on the games. Because the way I look at it, and this goes for the actors as well, right? If you criticize one side of the political platform, then you're going to fans of that side are going to be like, oh, what? So you don't care about us? Like, I'm a good person just because I follow this person. And then if you criticize the other side, then that person's gonna be like, well, I'm a good person. I just think you're insulting someone, whether it's true or not. You should just not bring it up. That's one reason why we don't really talk politics here.
I agree and disagree. I agree that it's a time and place to, not insert your whatever belief, religious or political belief in something, but also believe just because you are a celebrity or whatever, you shouldn't be discredit of having an opinion or a political view because you're still part of this country as a person.
No, I think you can, just not during promotion of the film.
Yeah, and I believe, and also one of people if I had a platform where I can get a cause out, I'm gonna use my platform to get a cause out, whether what side you're on. I understand it, but you have to, like I said, you have to prepare for you being a celebrity of the backlash from whoever you're. For example, what's the guy who plays Shazam?
Zachary Levi.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of heat right now.
A lot.
Yeah.
I think the way wrestlers do it, this past election was really good because they weren't out promoting anything. They were just promoting, like Batista was promoting Kamala Harris, and Undertaker and Kane were promoting Trump. But they kind of stayed in their own lanes. They weren't out like they weren't on a WWE tour promoting it. You know?
Yeah. If you want to go to like a rally for whoever you're supporting, that's fine. But like, don't do it in the middle of a, you know.
But I don't think someone should get blacklisted for their beliefs either, like Zachary Levi is. Right? Like, I don't see Mark Hamill getting blacklisted for his belief. It comes back to the Gina Carano thing, right? Like, she says something and gets fired from The Mandalorian. Meanwhile, Pedro Pascal says something worse, and Disney keeps hiring him to do more stuff. So it's sort of like hypocrisy.
No, it's a pecking order. There's some things in certain professions that people can get away with, and that other ones just because they don't have that cachet, they don't have that clout. I'm not saying it's fair or right. I'm just saying that the reality of it is there's a pecking order. If you're the golden goose, okay, you get with more stuff. If you're the golden turkey, then you can't get away because your goal ain't as good as the golden goose.
Just like us, if one of us got in trouble with the law, you know, we probably go to jail. But celebrities get in trouble with the law, and somehow they get a slap on the wrist, or whatever.
Exactly.
They're a higher, you know, the same concept. So
that. Money in the pocket.
Even the high class have class systems.
That's right. But I'm telling you, man, it is not what you know. It is who you know.
And how much money you got.
And how much money you got. Yep. That's another thing.
Yeah, because Vince McMahon still ain't in jail yet, and that dude should have been in prison.
And how long did R. Kelly do his crazy stuff? And how long did Puff Daddy do his crazy stuff?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, guys, I do appreciate you guys staying on 20 extra minutes, man. I really, really do appreciate it.
Make up for last week. I was dying last week. I gotta make up for mine. You not being here.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Hey, is that from the show? That shirt you got on, DJ?
I got this at clearance for $9 at Walmart.
Wow.
I was like, hell yeah, I'm grabbing it. That
dude, Walmart's got some good clearance, man. My wife bought me a shirt for like a
Walmart got a Storm shirt in there and a what's the black X-Men? It can
Bishop.
Power and shoot Bishop. Just can't find my size.
Dude, Walmart, bro, they got a lot of good comic nerdy shirts, man.
Yeah, they do. Yep.
Yeah. All right, DJ, where can the people find you, sir?
You guys find me on my channel, The Token Black Guy. Find me here on Sunday nights with you guys and Wednesday nights with the two guys down below on 8 p.m. on the Hangout.
Cool beans, man. Cool beans. And Gaskar, where can people find you hating Captain America, sir?
Not hating it, but all right. You can find me on my channel, The Basco Scenario, like DJ and Danny are going to tell you, 8 p.m. Eastern every Wednesday for the Hangout.
Thank you so much, man. I remember on Wednesday, Danny was like, well, if Captain America was Latino, you wouldn't have a problem.
I would, just the same. But anyway.
Danny, where can people find you, sir?
Monday through Friday, you can find me on the Road to Wisdom, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Find me here on Sundays and, of course, Wednesday with the two guys diagonal to each other on the Hangout Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Good show, man. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you, man. I do appreciate you guys thinking on extra. No Storm Nation tonight, guys. A lot of people weren't going to be on, so I didn't want to run the show by myself. So we'll just hit back next week. And thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Smash the like button, and I'll see you guys all next week. Later, guys.
Adios, muchachos.
Watch The Gorge.